because you said, how could you give her grace when you wasn't giving yourself grace?
Yeah, hard on myself.
But I had a question about that, because where is, how you guys doing? Where is the balance between giving yourself grace and striving for greatness? Because a lot of stories that we hear, a lot of people, a lot of times that you even push yourself to the limit, it came from you not only knowing that you had it in you, but you willing to push yourself the extra mile. So a lot of times when we're not giving the same part of us,
player shit you just
that
did too. Keep going.
the same part of us that doesn't give ourselves grace is the same part of us that is like, no, we could do more, we could do more, we could do more, we could do more, we could do more. It's not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough.
Balance.
The balance.
I ain't had no balance. And then what I mean, I ain't had no balance. Be in the studio all night, every night, thinking, shit, I took care of the kids, so I could go to the studio all night. I ain't take care of my wife though. You know, and telling her like, man, babe, like I'm going hard right now because these my years to go hard, and if I go hard right now, then I could be able to have more time with you. Having no balance, and understanding like, if I got my wife heart right and she feeling good about herself, then it's gonna make my sessions easier because she's gonna take the extra mile. If the kids pissing her off, she's not gonna call me and say, hey babe, I need you to come home right now because they tripping. She gonna be like, she gonna find the strength to get everything right at the house because I gave her enough strength and lift, you know, before I left. Mm-hmm. But if I ain't give her that no strength and no gas to even go off of before I left, then she ain't gonna have nothing in her, no love in her to even be graceful or merciful to the kids. And I had to learn that if I take care of her, everything else line up. Man, what's the best way to say this? Not cookie cutter, not sugarcoating, not pussyfooting, not folding, not trying to be politically correct. What's the best way to say it? Where I don't give a fuck about offending nobody, but I also have care in what I'm saying.
The balance.
Yeah, and that's why I be going like, man, I don't think, like when Jesus said, when Jesus told the Sadducees and the Pharisees and the priests, like, basically, your laws are false, your laws are man-made, they hold no weight, and they gonna fall. Now, one might say like, oh man, he was out of pocket, he got killed. That's why, you know what I'm saying, they was ready to kill him. But what he said wasn't, fuck you, you a bitch, your laws is, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't none of that. It was just like law. He said a law. It's a way to say a law. Well, you can just say the law. You ain't got to put no extras on the law.
It's a straight to the point thing. I think the best way to be direct, blunt, and gracious with your speech is to make it simple.
Yeah.
I think that's like the most important.
That's what they say. Poignant.
Poignant. Yeah, I think that's the best way to go about it. But you know, it's funny because I like the question that you asked, like, how can I say it so that you know I don't give a fuck? But then also say it so you know that I'm not trying to step on you.
I care about you. I'm not trying to shit on you, but I'm trying to shit on what you think. I want to shit on what you think. I don't want to shit on you.
I want to shit on that idea that you subscribe to.
Yeah.
Like, I was dating this girl and I would be like so critical because like my mind works in that way. That's how I've conditioned it. You know what I mean? I could tell.
And I was too.
As soon as I see something wrong, I could tell right away. I'm not an investigator or nothing like that, but I'm very critical of myself.
You're intuitive. You
to
observing.
Yeah.
You're observing.
Details.
Yep.
And I would walk into the crib, and I'd walk into the crib, and I'd be like looking around. I'm like, damn, it's messy as hell in here. Like it's I wouldn't even I would it's crazy. It was so many things. I walk around and shit. Like I'd take my socks off. I'd be like, damn, the floor is sticky. Like what the fuck you be in here doing? What's going on? Like, and then I wasn't even necessarily saying it in a bad way, but I would point things out. I would point so many things out, minute things, and it just got better. It just got better once like one day, like I just started to clean up. Like one day I just grabbed the rag and I just moved this and I just showed her what I was talking about without saying nothing to her. And then she just was like, she ain't say a whole lot, but she was definitely like, yeah, this is better.
Yeah, like so anytime that I say anything that might connect with you, just understand it came from a lot of fucking up. Anytime I say anything that like, man, that's good game, it came from a lot of bad game. a lot of fucking up, a lot of air balls, a lot of a lot of missed shots, a lot of getting crossed over, falling, sitting my ass. I gotta get sit on the bench because I fucked up, and so I had to learn like, if I want anybody around me to be better, I gotta show that first. My wife ain't started certain things that I didn't appreciate about my wife. I had to clean up what she ain't like about me first before I ever could even have the audacity or right to speak on anything I didn't like about her.
What was some things you had to clean up about yourself?
Man, my anger, quick to get offended, quick to get angry, quick to get offended about every little thing, like something as simple as if I open the door for her, and then if I open the door for her, put her in the car, if she don't unlock my door on the other side, it's like, man, I say some shit like, man, I thought so deeply about you to open up the door for you, like just the common courtesy.
You was on some other time.
Yeah.
You was on some, yeah. That shocks me about you because you just don't come out that way anymore now. But no, that's funny as hell.
Yeah, like just like the smallest things, like I care about you. Why I feel like you're not showing the same care, and it's really like, man, you're not giving her no grace. You're not giving yourself no grace. How can you give her grace? You know what I'm saying? You hard on yourself about the smallest things. So of course you're gonna be hard on everybody around you about the smallest, minute things. And I had to realize, like, man, I ain't love like I said before, I ain't love myself as much as I thought I did. And that's why it's like, man, no greatness comes from talking too much. No greatness comes from speaking too much. Like I had to learn that in my, with the missus. It's like I could try to talk her ear off, like, man, you doing it this way, this the wrong way. I learned this way, da da da. And I had to learn something as simple as just telling her, hey, I love you, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
You better than what you're doing right now, and I know you better, and you know you better. And but you're gonna get that though. Just like I got that.
When you connect with people when you really speak a deep truth.
Yeah, like, and that's because at the root of everything, you can't judge heart. I can't speak on heart. If you come in with your heart and you bearing your soul, what can I say? What can a person say about that? You can't have opinions on that because that's. Truth can't be debated, and like I said, my most sincere prayers are me just letting God know, like, hey, I really need you. I've flat out told God I don't know how to be the best husband. I don't know how to be the best father. I don't know how to be the best brother, best son. I don't know how to love correctly. I don't know how to heal myself. I don't know how to heal myself, so of course I don't know how to heal my brothers and my sisters. I don't know the best way to approach this. I don't know how to be successful. I don't know how to be a good businessman. and get wealth. I don't know. Help me. I'm letting you know I don't know. But I know you know. Help me know.
And when does the answer come in? It just be like random time, or
it be like, sometimes it be instant. Sometimes it be in the shower after I just prayed, or sometimes it be I'll go through YouTube and stumble across a video that help me. Sometimes it be some my kids will say and give that'll spark an idea. Sometimes it be
that's right.
Sometimes it be the missus. Hey, this was just happening. Okay, bet, cool. Sometimes it be somebody will randomly call me, which is not random, and it'll come to me. Sometimes it be I'll walk down the street and a tree will sway a certain way, and it'll spark an idea. He be talking to me in different ways, and it don't be cookie cutter, it don't be traditional, it don't be, it really be, I can't, it'd be hard to even explain something.
But you understand it.
Yeah, you strong enough to forgive, man, and not don't know, like, turn the other cheek, like, nah, it will help you if you forgive. It will help everything around you if you forgive. And use that pain that crept up in your heart and and use it.
I think with me, sometimes I be saying too much. A lot of times I be saying too much. Knowledge is not just a gift, but it's also a curse. So all the searching for all the right words and thinking about all the things that, like, it's not, sometimes it's like counteractive to what you actually trying to do. I think simple, blunt, direct, still, like, careful, but I think simple and like short messages work for me better.
Yeah, I agree.
Cause I end up, there's so much that I could say, and I know, and I feel like I could say shit in many different ways, like I'm doing right now. That, like, if I keep doing that, you end up losing a person. It's like, damn, this motherfucker been talking for a minute.
Especially what you're saying too, cause like how powerful it is fuck you, and how powerful it is I love you. You know what I'm saying? How powerful like those little small phrases could get you. It could take you either to the point where you don't want the life that's just said it to be life anymore, or so fuck you can make you want to take a life, and I love you can make you want to bring a life into this world. Yeah, like, I'll be honest, the only thing that kept me from doing some of the same things that I've seen people fall from is God. That's the only thing that keep me from doing some of the same things.
When you say that, like, what you mean, like was it like?
All right, so this is how I talk to God. Something as simple as saying, you know me. You know I don't care. Help me care right now. Something as simple as letting God know, hey, I'm ready to send it up. I'm ready to, whatever situation I'm in. I'll be having to be personal and honest and let God know what I'm feeling. Help me with that right now. Because if you don't help me, I'm going to help me. I've said that to God verbatim. If you don't come through for me right now, I know how to come through for me.
Yeah.
And it ain't never a time when he ain't gave me a receipt when I really would. He is like, he know I'm not. He know when it's like I'm not. He know me better than me. He know when I'm not playing. He know when I'm serious about whatever that's really on my heart. And when my most sincere prayers be the ones that be getting answered.
Honesty is really, without honesty, that's not even possible.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the way that you speak to yourself, the way that you speak to God in those times, like, you have to be honest in order to strike certain nerves.
Yeah. So if it's not giving you peace, let it go. And if that lifestyle you talking about is not giving you real peace, like if you ain't at the crib like peaceful, you don't need no drugs, you don't need no fifth, you don't need nothing that's to put a pillow under how you feeling. If it's not giving you real peace, I'm gonna pray for you that you let that shit go. So one day I was in the car with my little brothers, and they was listening to some music. I ain't gonna say what artist, you know. The artists they was listening to, I actually like them too. And but they was just vibing to it a little too heavy that one day, you know what I'm saying? They just a little too into it. And so I asked them, have you ever seen anybody get killed before in front of you? And they was like, no. And then I asked them, all right, bet, have you ever seen anybody get shot in front of you? And they was like, no. And I said, unfortunately, I've seen both. And either the artists who be making this music, either they never seen some of the shit that they talking about, or they seen it so much that they numb to it. And both are fucked up. And it's a certain type of care that you treat situations when they close to you. Mm-hmm. My children are close to me. My wife is close to me because I care about them, because they are before me. They around me every day. And I be feeling like a lot of my brothers and sisters don't be having enough care for shit that make them hurt, cry, get mad and want to do the same thing they saw. And it's either we then grown so numb to it, which I know it is, some of that, we grown so numb to it, or a lot of us ain't seen it as close as we say, and that's why we so careless with it. And we speak on it so much as if it's like a video game or some shit. You know what I'm saying? When we were shorties, we would talk about video game. Man, I killed on a video game because it's a fucking video game. Yeah. Life is not no game. And I think a lot of our people are insensitive to a lot of shit because it has never hit our doorstep. And so to answer your question, hell no, I don't let my kids listen to a lot of this shit that's out because that shit not no game, and it hurt me. I listen to a lot of artists and that shit be hidden. I be like, man,
it sounds
so good, but it hurt me when I really think about I've really seen this, what they talking about. I've really seen it. Unfortunately, lift somebody's heart, lift somebody's soul, lift somebody's mind, lift somebody's spirit. Make it your everyday mission to lift through words. All right, I'm gonna give you this stage. See, you weren't ready. You weren't ready at first because your heart wasn't right, and you was ready to crash out or do something wrong to somebody or inflict pain, the same pain that you be feeling. You might not have wanted to inflict it with your words, but you wanted to inflict it physically. You wanted somebody to feel that same pain that you felt. So, but now that your heart right, now that your heart ready, I'm gonna give you a stage where you can use your words to help heal, like I help, like my words help heal you. Don't you go through my Bible? Don't you go through my laws and my principles? That's the only reason why you here, to use your words to help heal. I'm gonna put you before a lot of people so you could do that. Make sure your heart right. All right, I'll tell you this. Every time I feel about something, that's the exact thing I do. Like if I feel about something, okay, cool. That means that's what I should be doing.
It kind of reminds me of what we was just talking about, the processed food.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's how good it tastes, and how, you ever notice, like, whether it's a chocolate bar or it's a soda pop or it's like whatever it is, when you have one, you want another one of them joints.
Yeah.
It's not the type of thing that you eat or that you ingest and then you just like, I'm good. Like,
Yeah.
nah, you instantly
Ain't
want to
that
eat
fucked
more.
up, though?
Like, how many Skittles is in one bag of Skittles?
Yeah.
Hella, cause you gonna want another one.
And I'll be honest with you. I've never, like, let's talk about this. Something us as men struggle with, right? I ain't never watched porn, and the moment after I watched it's one or two. Either I watched it like, man, yeah, this shit's sick. Like, you know what I'm saying? You be feeling so bad about yourself. Either that or you'll watch one like, that ain't enough. Let me find something else. Let me find something better. All right, that was cool, but let me find something better. And it's crazy how a lot of things that are not good for us, we try to find more of it. And that's how I feel about when I talk to me. If I ain't gonna let you talk to me a certain way, why the fuck would I talk to myself a certain way? You know, and I gotta, if I leave with respect for you, I gotta leave with respect for myself too, and I gotta understand, like, man, I can't hold you to a better standard of talking to me if I ain't talking to me like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'd be a hypocrite if I tell you, like, hey man, watch how the fuck you talking to me, but I ain't even watch how the fuck I talk to me.
Yeah. Yeah. And you'll think like, why does it matter? Like, it's me, I'm different. But nah, it's you don't, your subconscious don't know like what you consciously mean when you telling yourself whatever you're telling yourself. Like, you definitely gotta talk to yourself. And it's like, think what you want to think about it, but just try it though. Like, once you try that shit, cause I learned from experience, so I just tried it out, and I just was like, okay, like, I'm not gonna be too rough on myself, cause I seen how somebody else was doing it, and I was just like, I'm gonna just try it out, and that shit ended up working. Yeah. That shit really worked. That shit gave me more energy to do better. Like,
some is really hurting us. Some it's some trauma, it's some pain, it's something that's really the root that I'm trying to self-medicate from.
Yeah.
What's the root? Cause a bunch of women ain't doing it. Drinking ain't doing it. Drugs ain't doing it. Money ain't doing it.
Yeah.
Fame ain't doing it. I remember being a kid and wanting to get, and excuse my French, fuck every woman that I thought was attractive, until I realized, and I looked at coming out of a store, looking at a couple old heads talking to, trying to talk to every woman that they saw that they thought looked good. I didn't want to be that.
You start to, you gotta, when you see it from that angle, you see that it's like a mouse in a maze.
Yup.
It's not, there's no point, there's not really a point to this other than like you feeling a way about yourself. Yep. Like, this is not even about her no more.
Yup. It's really about me. Like, man, that's crazy what you're saying, because like, it's one of the biggest reasons why I don't cheat on my wife. When we cheat on our women, it really don't have nothing. It don't have shit to do with them.
Yeah, and then they gotta carry that forever.
Yeah, and so, man, let me take it back to the music. When we kill each other, it don't have shit to do with the person that we killed. We didn't have to do that shit. It really don't have nothing to do with that person. It has everything to do with what's in. That feeling that I'm trying to self-medicate, the pain that I'm trying to self-medicate. Hold what you're saying, because when I was a kid, like, you know how niggas be like, sticks and stones, you know, break your bones, but, you know,
Words don't hurt you, yeah.
I want that kid. Like, words hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Words definitely hurt me as a shorty. And I had to get to a point where I understood, like, man, it's power in your word. Your word law. And, man, the way you speak could give something, it could give it life or it could give it death. And you could curse certain shit. And I had to realize, like, all right, man, if I look you in your eye and tell you, like, man, you one of the greatest to ever live, you a legend, you a light, you a world changer, that's gonna lift you.
Yeah.
If I tell you, man, you a bitch ass nigga, you ain't shit, you a hoe, and not, you know what I'm saying? Now do something about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you respect me, and I say that to you, and like, say for instance, a bigger brother say that to you, or a father, or an uncle, if somebody like talk to you in a certain way, man, that could deflate you. You know, and I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen where kids get talked down on, and you know what I'm saying. A lot of kids don't even be knowing how to like recover from that shit. And one of the biggest ways that I recovered from it was I talk to myself more than any voice talk to me. I don't let no voice talk to me more than God talk to me. I don't let no voice that ain't for me talk to me more than I talk to me. And so I'm gonna tell myself, you one of the greatest to ever live. You're a world changer. You're a light. You're a general. Every room you in. And then if I see my brother need that pickup or my sister need that pickup, you're a light. You're a world changer. You're one of the greatest to ever live. I almost lost my life 3 times. And the first time I didn't notice it because I was so young. Second time I got scared. Third time I noticed it. So I was a little bit more understanding and like, okay, something don't want me here, but something do want me here. And so I asked God, like, what am I here for? And in my lowest, like I said, in my lowest, most sincere moments, okay, what am I breathing for? Because I could have not been here. What am I breathing for? What you still got me here for?
What do you think it is that don't want you here?
I don't even want to speak on it.
I can imagine because I never really thought about that part.
Well,
I always thought about the other part of like something does want you here.
Yeah, so like it's hard to not think about it because you see people fall in front of you. You see people fall who grew up with you. You see people who not here and they was just here with you a moment before. You go to funerals and you see people that you love or knew and cared for, and instantly lets you know, hey, you not special. This shit can happen to you too. You not special. Mm-hmm. And so when you understand you not special, you be searching for answers because you be having guilt and survivor's remorse of like, why am I here and they not? Why do they mother gotta bury them, but my mother get to give me kisses? You know what I'm saying? What? My mother not special. I'm not special. So
I guess you are though.
I don't think so.
It's a mind fuck.
I don't think so. Like, not in the sense like I'm not better than no man.
But that's not special. I don't think special means that you're better or above anybody. I think special just means that you're unique in your own way. You got your own path. Yeah. It's not always predictable. You know what I mean? Whether you fall astray, like, it's something that's gonna lead you back to where you're supposed to be.
Yeah. Well, I say this. I think the only thing that makes me different, not special, is my connect with God. And so, like, in those moments where I felt like they not here, but I'm here. Why? What am I here for? All right, I could have not been here just like they not been here. I was just next to them.
Yeah.
I saw them lose their life. Why am I still here and they not? And so for those moments, I asked God, like, all right, what am I here for? And he let me know, you know, over time, like, hey kid, you supposed to use your voice. You supposed to use your words to heal your people. You know how much words hurt you as a child? Take them same words, flip them.